a fucking joke.
Heartfelt.
No, how could you say that?
I'm a dumbass.
That means you're gay.
No, God, please, no.
A man and a woman.
I'm kind of retarded.
You are fake news.
Negus.
I'm upset.
Be offended.
Do you love black people?
You ain't black.
I don't care.
Shawn Cav.
I have nipples, Greg. Could you milk me?
How about you?
Hot like a tamale.
Try to relax your anus.
No, what are you talking about, man?
What is it, you period?
Oh, rim shot.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What's up, all you crazy capitalists, you witty whiskey enthusiasts? My mic just fell down. That was interesting. Welcome to the Whiskey Capitalist Podcast. I'm Ian.
And I'm Shawn.
And today, we have kind of a random show for you. Shawn
it feels kind of random.
There's not much going on in the news except, weird statues.
I don't know. There's a few things that we could probably touch on, but this was the bigger stuff that I think that everyone kind of focused on for the most part.
If there's something that you guys want us to, touch on and, get all touchy feely with, let us know in the comments and we'll be able to get that all figured out. But what we do have is you had a weekend family getaway, correct?
I did.
So we'll be getting into that, and you being a designated dad, as you said.
I had to put it in a way that made sense, and then honestly, I think when we have a group thread with me, you, and movies, and when we're talking and stuff like that, it's this stuff was considered normal at one point, but now it's frowned upon, and people are too scared to do anything. Yeah. So leave it to me, and I don't know. So we'll get into all that. There's a lot. There's a lot to unpack for sure, because it wasn't just that one incident that I told you about. There's other ones, but yeah, I know.
This is awesome. Okay, so and evidently you got scolded by
well, yeah, we'll get into all that. That's part of one of the stories.
Okay, awesome. We're also going to be talking about the confusing and potentially lewd MLK Jr. statue that just was erected, which is
erected.
Yeah, exactly. In Boston. And then we're going to run through Twitter in typical Whiskey Capitalist podcast fashion. But yeah, make sure that you go to solo.to/thewhiskeycapitalist for all of our links and how to stay up to date with us. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, follow, and comment down below. Like the video right now. Like it. Do it right now. If you're on Rumble, I just pointed to the other screen like that.
Smash the button.
Yeah, like I pointed to the other screen like that's where all the Rumble people are. Like the YouTube people are here and the Rumble people are here. I don't know where
we segregate them on the screen.
Yeah, exactly. It's MLK Junior Day, so talk about segregation.
Yeah, so we'll bring up segregation when we're talking about this too.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're on Rumble, I think they changed it to a thumbs up. They changed their kind of their
Rumble button anymore.
It's not a plussy. So go there, hit the like button, leave us a comment. We will check in on the Rumble as often as possible while we're doing this. So we can kind of get through those comments as well. And to everyone who is just now finding out what the Whiskey Capitalist is in the past couple of weeks, we've got a good amount of views and a good amount of new people. Thank you guys so much, and we really appreciate it. But just make sure, you like, you share, you subscribe, you follow, you do all the things you got to do on the internets, and comment. Send us a comment here. We'll get to it. Yeah, exactly.
And we typically always try to address the comments as long as it's not like something that we can't talk about on YouTube currently. That's the only things that we won't really bring up on the screen.
And there is a good chance with all the stuff that's going on with Movies America, getting that all set up and going on, and all the getting all the, I guess, back of house stuff going on, making sure all the production's ready. Once that is all done, we are going to try out some maybe an hour on YouTube and then the other hour on Rumble, but everything will be available on Rumble. The YouTube hour will be available on Rumble as well. Just it will only go over to Rumble. So maybe we can talk about those things that were in the YouTube comments and maybe address those only on Rumble. So just a little thing to push everyone over to Rumble, because YouTube is being a little interesting like usual. So but make sure you go to bit.ly/thewhiskeycapitalist merch to check out all of our merch and get you some cool stuff. And with that, here's the intro, guys.
Who else in the level car say yeah?
Look at that big juicy booty.
Hot like a tamale.
Be offended.
Do you love black people? Do you grow?
You know the thing.
Here next.
Don't be rude. You ain't black.
Shawn Cav.
You're going to have a flame coming out of your butthole.
Heartfelt.
A man and a woman.
Hey, question for you. So last time when the stream didn't end perfectly, like last Wednesday or whatever,
Yes.
a StreamYard, somebody from StreamYard reached out to you, right? Saying hey, so what's going on? What's the matter? Did you actually talk to them and
I just responded back. I mean, we didn't really have a conversation, but I mean,
no, you guys didn't exchange digits or nothing like that. You're not
no. We're not going out for dinner or anything. Let me see. What did it say? LOL. But so sorry you had an issue on your StreamYard. What happened? Did you see an error?
Sorry.
Yeah. LOL. That's
Yeah.
so professional. I said it wouldn't end the broadcast once clicked. It just gave a loading wheel and then said error. Had to reset the process. Then it worked after a delay. That's all it was. So there wasn't anything extra crazy. Do you want to play the video? Because it is kind of funny.
It is funny. If you have it ready, that'd be great.
Yeah, give me 2 seconds.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, I mean, because I had stuff going on, so I had to bounce real quick, out of the end cards. Usually, Ian and I will talk for a few minutes after the stream's over, just to kind of I don't know, shoot the shit about something that we might have going on, production wise or this or that. But I'm like, dude, peace, I gotta go. And then sorry, I had the other stream I was doing. I was going to the other stream, and so I gotta go later, and then you sent me that clip as I'm going on to the other stream. I'm like, oh my god,
here it is. Let's do this. Did you hear you heard it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I'm trying to end it, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Why is it not ending? It's not ending. I don't know what's happening here, guys.
It's like you're just so awkward, like when
Oh
you're
my
just
God.
by yourself and the camera's just on. Like nothing you can do. It's like, oh no.
And broadcast, guys. It finally ended. Well, you know,
That's great.
never a dull moment here on the on the
That's why you gotta stay watching all the way to the end. You might miss an Easter egg like that.
exactly.
Some people tune out as soon as they start seeing the end card stuff. Oh no.
That's definitely gonna go on the both the bloopers reel when we finally have enough content to do that, and the best of 2023 at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Okay, so what do you want to get into first?
Well, let me just I'll go through like my little weekend away with the family. It's like a
Where'd you go?
staycation kind of deal. Like because there's an indoor water park resort that like me and the family like to go to. Like every year we'll typically go there. We'll rent a room that has like a gas fireplace and like just kind of like relax, do the pool and the slides. And like my daughter loves the water slides. Like she's at like the perfect age. She's 5 right now, and like just loves, like she's got no fear in her. She's a daredevil. So like stuff that I'm kind of like, yeah, no, I'm good. Why don't you and your mom go and do that? Because like she's another like daredevil too. So like I'll hang with my son and like I'll take him in the wave pool, or I'll do the lazy river, or I'll do like some of the more like modest water slides, the ones that are kind of like they'll go around and loop around, but like the ones that are like toilet bowls that like drop you into like a pool and stuff like that. Like you never seen that type of stuff? Like it's like
it looks like a toilet, and you're just the poop. And it just,
yeah, you just go right down the funnel, and like that type of stuff. I'm like, yeah, or the really big like 4-person water slide things where it's like on a big like 4-person tube, and it's like whitewater rafting but indoors. And like that shit is insane. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good, thanks. Like,
hey Trevor, I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad your timing is perfect, because it was right after we talked about going like being poop in a toilet bowl. Your timing is great. Just thank you.
I'm here. Everyone's talking about poop. Well,
all right,
so like that was going on, and I'm not that's typically what we do. We go for there for like a weekend. It'll be like I don't know, like when it's cold out, it's kind of nice to go to an indoor water park. I don't know, it's different, like nice little change of pace. And this time I decided to splurge a little bit, so I got like this really fancy room for me, the wife, and the kids, and like again, fireplace, the whole bit. But this one had like really nice setup for the kids, which is the main focus, because I want to start building some cool memories for them with this stuff. Like I can't die with my money, so I'm just gonna like here you go, like we're gonna have some cool experiences. So I did that. And like there's these things like at the water park where with a great analogy of my life, I'm the poop rounding the bowl. Yes, okay. I'll start with like the first little experience that we had there, because I think there's like 3 of them that I had that I was like kind of like, I don't know, like
real quick, just before you get into it, just letting you know you're kind of freezing up in and out.
I'm freezing up.
That could be just on my end. I don't know.
Okay, well, if somebody else can say whether or not I am.
I have you pulled up on the feed on the phone, and it is kind of freezing up on there too. So just saying, if you got to go to your hotspot or whatever you got to do.
Let me see what's going on. No, I'm on the right one. I should be good. I should be.
Okay,
we'll see.
Yeah, just before you get into it, and like pause this.
Okay, all right. So there's probably 3 different experiences. The first one I was pretty proud of, which was like my son was, I talked about this on Twitter, where like my son was getting the balls to go and like do one of like the little kid water slides, but like he's 2, and like he's like just wearing like this like life jacket. He's climbing his way up the stairs, and he's doing it by himself, which I was like super proud of. He's like climbing up there, and he's like, I want to go and do this, but he's a cautious kid, kind of like me. He's like, well, I'm gonna tiptoe around, I'm gonna get there. But there's these other like little boys that are probably like 3 or 4, and like they just go. There's no like slow mode for them. It's just go go go. So they'll typically like cut him off. Like if he's like scooching his butt like up to the slide to like go down it, they're just like they just cutting right in front of him and slide down. And like the first time I'm just like, okay, whatever. Like it's just like, you know, the kid didn't understand lines. It's fine, whatever. Or like to just let the smaller one go. Yeah. But then he kept on doing it. And I was like, dude, there's a line. Yeah. And there's no parents around either for this kid or they just don't care. Like, you know, something along those lines. Yeah. And it's not the, you know, I know what you're thinking. It's not that.
Not part of those fight Fridays.
No, definitely not. But this kid was just like, you know, unsupervised, like going down the slide, which whatever. It's oh god, there's so much to unpack when it comes to this shit. But like, so then my
I mean, it could be that the parents were trying to get away for a weekend and they went there so the kids would have something to do while they were off getting hammered. You know what I mean?
Not with like a 3 or a 4-year-old. Like, I'm sorry, but like if you leave like a 3 or 4-year-old like wander around like a water park like that's got like probably a few hundred people there like by themselves, you're kind of a bad parent. You know?
No, completely.
Yeah, so like not kind of, no, you are a bad parent. I'm going to go ahead and say that you're kind of bad at what you're doing, your job.
Especially nowadays when they can get snatched up like that.
Yeah, and granted, like there's a lot of like good people that typically go to this place just because like, you know, like everyone you talk to, they're super friendly. Everyone's like real nice and all that. And there's lots of like employees everywhere too. So
about
like,
free candy. It's
you know the deal. But I'm just saying that like it's not like they're completely unsupervised, but there's definitely like the people who should be supervising aren't doing their job. So I don't know, whatever. So I go to my daughter and like, because like my son keeps getting cut off and then he's getting scared to go down the slide because these kids keep jumping in front of him the whole time. So I go to her, I'm like, go up there and you know, like I was like, don't let these kids push your little brother around. Like go up there and like make sure that he gets his turn. So she goes up there and this is like proud dad moment of the fucking year. And it's only January where like, you know, she goes up there and she goes, stop. Like she puts her arm out and like she like creates like a barricade with her arm from the slide. And she like lets her brother go down the slide. And then like when he's at the bottom and he gets off, then she raises her arm. Now it's your turn. And then she stops the next person again. And she became like the line guard and like, and then like, I'm like, and like me and a bunch of the parents that were at the bottom of the slide waiting for the kids, like we're cracking up because we just think it's hilarious. And like, you know, it's like, and I felt proud because it's like, you know, I instilled into her like how lines work and, you know, it's important because like these systems allow for everyone to have a turn, you know, and like, you know, there's this way you don't have people cutting in front and like other people getting upset and this and that. Like systems are in place for a reason. Otherwise we have chaos. And you know, like, so I was really proud, but then like she kept on doing it. I was like, okay, now just come down the slide. Just come down the slide now.
Overstayed your welcome on the line.
It was cute. Now it's starting to look a little annoying. So why don't you just like come down the slide, please, so I don't have to be that parent. And then like, so then I'm like, get down here. And then like, then she comes down the slide finally. So I'm like, all right, thank goodness.
Like, is your brother there anymore? No. Then leave.
Yeah, but like she stayed up there for him to be able to go a couple of times. You know what I mean? Like, so like there was like 5 or 6 kids like in a rotation, but she had them waiting in line, which I was so proud. So proud.
That's good. Well, I mean, you know, are we really surprised that, you know, a girl took it a little too far?
Oh. She just didn't know when to turn it off. Like it's like, all right, there's a moment of cuteness.
Yeah, exactly.
Like now you're getting annoying. Like, stop.
See, I'm being mellow with my funny comments. It's your daughter, so
yeah, you got to toe the line on that one. but like so then like that was the first little experience over the weekend that I would say I was like, okay, like that was I would say that was a good experience, even though it was like, you know, it started to get a little old towards the end. I was still proud of her for like what she did for her brother. You know, I was like, all right, that's awesome. And then we were at the arcade, and I was showing the kids like all the different, like, you know, classic games, like the skee ball and like the water shooting game and all that type of stuff. And like there's this one, it's kind of like the spin the wheel thing where you take like the hammer and you spin it, but it's like a die, and it's a Monopoly thing. So you spin this giant die, and no, the whole point of the arcade is to collect tickets, and you get the prizes at the prize station. We all know this. We've all been there. We know that it's all like garbage toys or like you know, just candy or whatever the hell it is. But you know,
the sticky hands are amazing. Sorry, just got
it's okay. I understand. That was what you got excited for. For me, for whatever reason, when I was a kid, it was hacky sacks. I'm like, I can afford that.
Yep. No, hacky sacks are definitely awesome, but the sticky hands is because you can fuck with other people.
And like for me, like I spent the kids' points on brain teaser like little puzzle things. So like I was like, well, we're gonna get like 3 of those, and then we're like whatever. So I'm like helping them spend it.
At the dentist, the little water drop little things, and you try and like
those are cool too, but that would be way too many points. I could never afford that.
Yeah, that's too much. It's like oil and water. I don't know, it's weird.
It's how do they make that shit work? It's crazy. But like, so we're there, and like there's this thing, like you spin it, and like you get, you know, however many tickets for the number it lands on.
Yeah,
I'm seeing the thing going around and around and around and around, and like there's this one for 800, like the mega bonus, like 800 fucking tickets, and that thing's coming around, and I see it's slowly coming down and around, and like now there's like, it says like 2, 5, 20, like all the way around, like the thing right where it's 800, of course. And I'm like, oh my god, Jess, we're gonna land on it. We're gonna, because like the speed it's going and the wheel is how it's spinning. It's like we're gonna hit it, and then this little boy comes up, and he touches the back of the die as it's from it spinning this direction. He goes and he touches it this way, and it slows it down just enough to where I got 20 freaking tickets. And it was like that close to the 800. It was like, you touched it. You never touched the goddamn wheel when somebody else is on. Like, and like, I was pissed for my fucking kids, because I'm like, we could have got a fucking awesome prize, and instead, and then that kid, he he just kind of walked away and like went up the stairs with his, like, you know, dad or whoever, and just disappeared into like the ether. But like for me,
so you're saying when he disappeared, he's in a dumpster somewhere?
Well, I didn't do that. I'm saying that like he disappeared from the arcade, but he was like, well, my job here is done, everybody. I have to leave. It's like I stopped someone from getting 800 fucking tickets on the goddamn spinning thing. I was so pissed about that.
I'm upset.
Yeah, I was really fucking upset about that. And like Jess, like my wife, she was like, you gotta let this go, Shawn. I'm like, no, like, because I was talking about it after dinner, and I'm talking about it like back at the room. I was like, we were right there, Jess. Yes, we were right there. You don't understand. Like,
do you realize this is my childhood being replayed in front of me? Like,
I'm reliving childhood things, because it's like, you know, I always wanted to get the big prize, but I never had enough tickets for that shit. So here I am. I'm like, I'm going to help you get as many freaking tickets as I can, kids. So like, I see them trying to like go for like certain games. I'm like, no. This is a terrible game. You're not going to get any tickets from this. And like, they want to play like the car racing game. I'm like, do you realize that the car racing game, you're going to get like 3 tickets for like doing nothing? Like,
you can play these kind of games at home. The point of this is to get home with the best loot, dude.
Yeah.
Come on.
This is a loot game. Come on. So like you got to go and you have to like throw the balls and hit like the clowns, or you got to roll the skee ball, or you got to like spin the wheel. You got to do these things in order to get the big prizes. But for whatever reason, people like, or at least my kids are just more into like this, like the flashing lights or this or that. I did a few things for them that they wanted to do, which I actually thought were going to be good opportunities for tickets, which is, there was just one, which I think you would probably like this one too. It's a giant like tube that the kids climb inside, and then all of a sudden, like, it drops all these like ball pit balls in there, and they have to pick them up and dump them into like a basket. So like, yeah, it just gets kind of nuts in there. So like, you just have to move quickly. And like, my daughter didn't know what to do the first time. I'm like, come on, pick them up, put them in the basket, go faster. And then like, she just wasn't moving quick enough. And then I was like, all right, get them both in there. So I put my daughter and my son in there, and then I paid to do it again. Like, no, now you're gonna do it right. And like that time they doubled their score because they like, you know, they were trying harder that time. Try harder for daddy. Daddy needs to win this.
Like, God damn it.
But yeah, so then that leads me to my third real experience at the water park, which you know, like I've replayed this several times in my head, and you know, like I still think I did the right thing, you know, as much as like, you know, and I thought about all the different like sides of this. So you already know where this is going. Like my head's all kind of screwed up from
Do
this.
you love black people?
Like this is just like such a screwed up freaking like story.
I'm sorry, I already know the story. Sorry,
I know you already know the story, so you're spoiling it for people.
Yeah,
My kids wanted to go into like this like hot tub kind of like, you know, area where there's like no splashing. They don't allow for splashing. There's no lifeguards or nothing like that, but it's low enough water to where like, you know, they don't need to have like life jackets. They can just kind of like hang out in there and just relax. So like, me, my wife, my kids, we're all just kind of hanging out in there, no problems, you know, and we're just around like other families, to be honest, like other families just kind of chilling out and, you know, relaxing in there. And then there's this little black boy who came over, and he was with his sister, and at least like from my understanding, it was like a sibling type like interaction between them for sure, because like he's like splashing the hell out of her, and she's saying stop, stop, stop. And one mother next to me said, little boy, there's no splashing in this pool. And then he looked at her, and he just kind of goes like, splash, splash, splash. Like, yeah, exactly. He was just kind of like, I don't care what you think. And but then he went beyond that, because like, you know, I can look past splashing. Who like it's kids, it's a water park, they're going to splash.
If I have an alcoholic drink and I get pool water splashed in it, that's a different story.
Well, sure, but I mean, like when they give you the booze drinks, there's lids and straws, so you're okay. You're okay. Don't worry. But like, all right. So I also need to preface this with the fact that like, all right, so we did the pool earlier in the day, and then we went and did other stuff, and then we came back later because this is our last night. So we're like, all right, let's go back. Let's hit the pool again. Let's get a last little bit in there, last hurrah, you know, before we leave in the morning. So we go, and it's like maybe like, I don't know, I want to say like 6 o'clock, and it's getting to about like maybe like 7:15, 7:20 ish.
Yeah.
Like, and this is like, you know, if you don't have kids, you don't know about the bewitching hour. And the bewitching hour is this like time period in which like they could either go to sleep, or they could get a second wind and just get freaking loony. Yeah. And when it comes to a water park, this sets the kids off in a very different time set, because normally that would be like between like 8 and 9 o'clock PM.
Yeah.
Not in this scenario, because of the water park and the amount of exertion being, you know, put out, like an energy, like it takes like, you know, for the swimming and all that running around. It's much earlier. So like between like 6 to 7, they get like weird, you know, and they get exhausted. So I didn't put any of this into factors when I made the decision, like, let's go to the pool later at hours or anything like that. I didn't think about that shit. Because this is, again, me like hindsight realizing, oh, maybe I made a mistake going back to like the pool, like, you know, like later at night. But so we're hanging out there. Like I said, like now this little boy, he's smacking his sister now in the face. Like open hand, kind of like crack. And I just go like, hey, knock it off. What's your problem? And like that just like, he's just going, what? I was like, don't do that. And he's like, oh, and then he just kind of like swam away, and then he kept on like splashing her, and then they both took off. And like I was like, oh man, that was freaking weird. And I'm going to my wife. I'm like, yeah, I can't believe he was like hitting her in the face. And then like they were in the other section of the pool, and they started making their way around again, doing the same shit. And like nobody is saying anything or doing anything about this. And then this time around, the little girl's like actually like she's kind of like annoyed to the point where it looks like she's like going to get like, you know, tears and stuff like that. She's like, like she wants him to stop hitting him. So like I tell her, it's like, don't take that from him. It's like, you know, like hit him back. He's hit you like 10 times now. Hit him back.
Yeah, self-defense.
You know, and then she's like, what? And then like it looked like she was gonna punch him in the face. I'm like, well, I didn't mean to, don't do that. I was like, don't do that. Yeah, exactly. And I'm just like, no, just like, you guys need to stop. You need to cool off. You need to like go and like, you know, maybe get out of the pool or something like that. But like, this isn't the place for you. And then he started splashing her like crazy. And then like, he started hitting her, and then he started swinging and almost hit my daughter. Ooh. And that, and because like I had to back her up, you know, because his arms are flailing. Now, to kind of give you like an age thing, I think the girl maybe 10, maybe the boy, he could have been either like look like a young 11, or he could have been like 9-ish, like somewhere around like the same age. Definitely like a year apart between the two of them for sure. Water Park Gate. So they're definitely close in age, but he could have been younger. But either way, so like at this point, like now he's like starting to endanger like my kids.
Yeah,
you know, and like I'm sorry, this is a hill I will die on. You don't fuck with my kids. Period. Like I'm sorry, you just don't.
A man and a woman.
So I slid over to him just real smoothly. And I just go like, I was maybe like, you know, like I don't know, like right in front of his face, and I am pointing at him. I was like, you don't do this shit. Like now you're messing with my family, and that ain't cool. And I'm not going to stand by and allow that shit. I'm not your friend. I'm not your buddy. You need to go away. Negus. No, let's not go there. Like, but
I'm sorry. I was waiting.
You need to go away. And at that point, then I'm backing away from the kid, and now all of a sudden there's a parent figure that has just appeared. My wife was telling me she literally just showed up. Like she was not in the pool, and it's the grandmother. The grandmother shows up, and she's like, don't scold him. Like, don't get in his face and scold him like that. I was like, excuse me, he's hitting his sister in the face and splashing everybody and almost hit my daughter. And she says, but you don't scold him like that. It's like, you don't ever
fucking got
you and it's like, you come and you find one of his parents, and then you come, you tell us. I was like, would you look around? There's none of them present. And I was like, I'm the only one that stood up and did something. And I didn't say fatherless or nothing like that, but like I definitely was like, say like, well, if you look around, there's nobody here that's a parent for this freaking kid.
Yeah.
And you know, like she was definitely
justified. When you told me the story earlier, I was like, yes, someone's got to parent them kids. Because
so here's the thing, like, you know, all the other parents that were sitting there in like the pool tub thing or whatever, they were all annoyed. Without a doubt, they're all annoyed.
So it's not like you were singled out in your emotion about this situation.
Yeah, they were all annoyed, and nobody was saying a thing about it. And I think that had to do because of the amount of melanin that was in the kid's skin versus like everybody else that was in the pool at the time. And I'm like, this shouldn't be a factor. You see a boy hitting a girl in the face, you step up and you stop it.
Well, I mean, we are in the society of film it with your phone instead of get involved. So, I mean,
well, that's the problem. That's a real problem. And like, so, but like, you know, here's the other thing of this. Like, so, she took the boy aside and she like was scolding him after I scolded him.
Well, at least there was something done.
Yeah. And then like, and then they were on like another, they were on another portion of the tub, like from us, but like I could still see them. And like, I go to my wife, I'm like, you know what? if I wasn't around and my kid was doing something wrong, I would be upset if I showed up and somebody else was scolding my kid. I would be embarrassed and I would be upset because I don't want somebody to scold my kid.
Well,
but at the same time,
talking about this before when we were talking about that whole big long conversation about kids in public and whatever. And
no,
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, no. So it's like I would be upset and embarrassed because first off, like I would be embarrassed because my kids were misbehaving and somebody else stepped in and did what I couldn't do.
Yeah.
Like that's the part that would be embarrassing. And I would be upset because somebody else was like doing that to my kid. Yeah. But like, so I understood where she was coming from. So I was like, yeah, I went to my wife. I'm like, I'm just going to go over and like apologize to her and, just trying to like let her know I didn't want anybody to get hurt.
Yeah.
Just that's all it is. So I walked over and she's not making
anything, crazy by
it. That's it. Like, so like, again, like, I don't want her to think that like, I'm just picking on like a little boy or something like that. Like, no, like I didn't want anybody else to get hurt. I didn't want him hitting his sister in the face.
Yeah.
And it's not even my kids. It's not even my kids. Like, and like, this is the shit that like I'm putting myself into. I'm putting myself in like this role. And that's why I called myself the designated dad, because like he was nowhere to be found. And so I go and I sit next to her. I'm like, excuse me, I just want to come over and apologize to you because, I totally understand where you're coming from. And she cuts me off and says, I don't want to talk to you. I want nothing to do with you. It's over. It's over. It's done with. You need to go away. I don't want to see you or speak to you. And I was like, oh, okay. And then she's like, yeah, you just need to leave. You need to leave. And she's telling me I need to leave. And I was like, okay, fair enough. Just so you know, I didn't want anybody else to get hurt. That's all I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
And I walked away and I go to my wife. And I'm just like, well, that was a waste of breath. I was trying to just be the bigger man and be like, hey, you know what? I overstepped the line. And I think I even said that to her. Like, I apologize. I overstepped. I should have just, but I just didn't want anybody else to get hurt.
Yeah.
And there's no parents around to observe and scold the kid like that's doing something that would be embarrassing for the family. Yeah. Well, then I would hope somebody would do something. I mean, like they always say like, it takes a village or this or that. Well,
they would be the ones saying that.
Yeah. So then why would it be frowned upon if like your kid was doing something that was wrong? The minute I said he was hitting his sister in the face, that should have been enough to be like, okay, thank you. We got it from here. We got it from here.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, okay, we got it from here. Okay, go ahead.
They were in water?
Don't go there, man. That's not nice.
Hey, if you expected any different from me.
Well, again, like, yeah, I
you can't even have a response because you were about to talk and you're like, oh, shit, that was my fault. Like, see, that was a waste of breath. You didn't even need to say anything. You knew that I was going to say something stupid like that.
Well, like either way, so then like I'm sitting there with my family and like
I'm sorry, YouTube.
It's okay. All right, so moving on from Ian's racist comments.
Look at me, I'm Hitler.
I'm sitting there and I'm hanging with my kids. I'm putting it in the back of my mind. I'm trying my best to just enjoy the time with my family as the goal was.
Yeah.
I see now that she's gotten up and now she's talking to a quite large black man like over on the side. I don't know who it was. I kind of doubt it was the father. It could have been an uncle. It could have been like somebody else, like part of the family. I don't know. And like she's talking to him, and like she's pointing and like talking to the kids and stuff like that. And I'm like, Jess, here, take, like my just son. It's about to get interesting. I'm like, oh shit. Damn. And then I'm like, I'm waiting. I'm just sitting there waiting. I'm like, is this going to escalate to where this guy is going to start something when it was his kids that were attacking each other and I tried to stop it? Like this is like, no, stop, Ian. Like this is the clown world that we're fucking living in where like other people's kids could go and like can inflict pain to one another and then almost come after one of my own. And I just I've never touched the kid. I only got close enough to scold him and point, hey, you don't do that. You don't mess with my kids. And all of a sudden, like, I'm the racist. I'm the bigot. I'm the bad guy. And it's like, no, actually, you know what? I'm the present dad. I'm the guy that's actually like here with his family, trying to instill some kind of like family morals and like some kind of like, I don't know, memories. I want to create good memories for my kids. So I want to be present. I want them to do fun things. Hey, what a crazy idea that is. But like, you know, and I don't know. I just think that, you know, it could have very well been a combination of things. That I think that bewitching hour is absolutely true when it comes to like that shit. And like, you put kids that are at that age, like at a time where like they're probably starting to get exhausted, and like now they're like acting loony, and like, you know, boys are more physical, like with like what they do, like they do hit. Like my son hits, I have to like scold him all the freaking time. Don't hit, you know, and he's 2. This kid's 9. He never freaking learned the lesson. You don't hit girls. You don't hit your siblings. You keep your hands to yourself. He didn't learn these lessons. So somebody in the real world was going to be there to scare him straight. And you know, unfortunately it was me. And the more I think about this, I'm like, did I overstep my bounds? Did I do something that, you know, was uncalled for? Hey, you know what? There's this gray area when it comes to it. But like when my daughter got involved with it, that's where I was like, no, I needed it to stop. That's where it boils down to. And so like, you know, people, and I can already tell that like anybody who might not have kids that like, you know, or doesn't even, that's not even married or something like that, but like, you know, is like the same age as like me or older, that like just never had those experiences. They might be like, oh, well, you should have did this, or psychology says to do this or whatever. It's like, no, like that's out of a book. Like when like real parents, they like learn by feel. They kind of like, all right, like this didn't work, and then we try this or whatever. Like you kind of like, you duck and you move and you weave and you bob or whatever. You have to like figure out what works for you and your kids. And, you know, if you're not present or you're not like fucking teaching them any morals, it's going to be a real issue. I'm sorry this went on as long as it did, but like, this is one of those subjects where it's like, come on, dude. Like, you know, like I struggled at first thinking that like, oh, maybe I went a little bit too far. And then other times I'm like, no, I don't think I did. I think I went I towed the line enough to where like I scolded him, scared him. And then like, you know, he left us alone, but then like the grandmother walked in at like the worst time.
You don't have to apologize to me, sir. I'm the one that said kids in public need to act right.
Yeah, they absolutely do. And like, that is a huge part of it, because it's like, you don't want to be embarrassed as a parent. Now, if you're not watching your kids, you don't know.
Okay.
You don't
so
know what's going on.
A question that I do have, and I'm serious. I know the last time I said that it was a joke and swimming, but my question that I do have is, did anything happen? Did the guy come up and talk to you? Did anything?
No, they went away. So
okay.
Like, my thoughts was like, maybe that guy was the voice of reason. Maybe she was like, bah, 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 to him. And he's like, so wait, they were hitting each other in the pool. Maybe he actually got what meant to get out of the conversation. And it's like, well, yeah, but he was scolded. I was like, well, why weren't you there to stop them?
Yeah. What were you doing, woman?
Yeah. Why'd you let them do that? And how long was this going on? You know, like, so like all these things, you know,
maybe he was like, hey, can you watch them while we, you know, go do something? And then he comes back and he realizes, oh, you weren't doing anything.
Yeah. Gma was just off doing her own thing and like, they're fine. Like, oh, okay. Well, they're fighting.
What I will say is that, I know you were probably thinking like, oh God, this is going to be a moment where there's a, you know, altercation and this is going to go viral. What I will say is content is content, and we would have been able to pick apart that video on our live stream. So just saying, if it ever happens,
me getting drowned or beat up
in the back of your head, that hey, at least we will get content out of
it. So me getting drowned or beaten to death.
Hey, to death. Wait, but if it's to death, then we can't really talk about it. I'll be
a smut video.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, if you don't, and it just, you know, gets, you know, close, then you'll just be in bandages and we'll be able to talk about it. And then hopefully we'll get on the news. So But movie says her still being a cast iron bitch after you extended an olive branch says much more about her than it does to you.
You're
Shawn,
absolutely right.
Just skip to the part where you got your ass kicked by Medea.
It was Big Mama. Big Mama's house.
Good God. So it's Martin Lawrence, not Tyler Perry?
Yeah. I'm more of a Lawrence fan.
Yeah, well, he's a little shorter. Oh, yeah, Martin Lawrence. Big Mama's house is hilarious.
But yeah, so like the fact that like she wouldn't even hear me out, like after I gave it some time to cool off, and like I tried to like, it's like, hey, just wanted to come over and apologize to you. Like, I saw them hit, and the fact that she didn't want to even hear any of that like, speaks, volumes.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, this guy over here believes that you did nothing wrong. So there you go.
That's good. Oh, but there was one other funny thing that happened at the pool. I sent you and Van an image from like the lifeguard, that was on duty.
Oh, that was real? I thought that was just like a meme that you found or something.
No, I took that photo because I had to zoom in super far. I was like really far away. I'm like zooming in, and like this like, so I mean, like, all right, people, you can totally have obese people in like inclusive positions, like front desk, housekeeping, like home, like there's lots of positions that are like they could fit into when it comes to like the hospitality business. Lifeguard is not that role. I'm sorry, but like I feel like like someone's gonna have to jump in to save her if she went to go and try and save somebody else who was like actually legitimately drowning. Maybe like I could be completely wrong. Maybe she's like a mermaid when she's in the water and just kind of super swift swimming through the water, like light as a feather.
Van's comment had me dying. Actually, I think she'll do a great movies. Sorry, excuse me. Actually, I think she'll do a great job at saving swimmers, since she'll displace all the water right out of the pool when she jumps in.
No water equals no drowning.
Cannonball!
I'll save you.
Who hired Chris Farley as the lifeguard?
I'm down by the river.
Living in the van down by the river. You are the van in the river.
Yeah, and it's like, all right, like I get it. Like, you can employ all kinds of different sizes of people for hospitality. That's fine. That's
security guard. Okay. Lifeguard, not so much.
Security guard, I don't even think so, because security guard, you got to be able to run. You got to be able to tackle. You got to have like physical strength.
If you're
again, not inclusive.
Like bar staff, security guard. If you're just standing like a door guy kind of thing, security guard. Yes. Cause
okay. You mean like a big dude. Okay. A big dude. Like this was a big girl. Like, so yeah, big girl. No, I so that wouldn't intimidate anybody. I don't think that just like, I'm worried about your health. Like, are you going to be okay? Like, I really don't think
the jab, did you?
Huh?
You didn't get the jab, did you?
Oh, geez. But like, no, like, so I just thought that was funny too. Just like, I noticed that I'm like pointing it out. Like, you see this shit? Am I the only one that's noticing this? Like, what's gonna happen next?
Okay, so did you want to go into the MLK stuff?
Oh, here we go. If they pass the swim tests and such, you can't say no to hiring them. It's true because of that, like, again, like, HR, and also the fact that it's like, yeah, I know.
Thanks, I appreciate that one.
Yeah. Thanks. And it's got to be like all inclusive. Yes, I know, but it's like, man, I really would like to have seen how that swim test went.
I just want to know, how does the butterfly? Is it is it a backstroke the whole time?
I think it's more of a breaststroke.
Like her breasts are big enough to swim? Like, are they big? Are they paddles?
Flotation devices?
No, they're just paddles. They come
grab
out.
hold, son.
They're
like
too. Platypus stills.
So it's just they go under her armpits. They go under her armpits, and she just kind of waves there.
They're like runners. They just steer where she's going.
We suck.
Oh, good God. No. Okay, babe. I'm just Kidding. Say whatever you'd like.
Yeah, no, it's a good insight. You know, it's like they have to hire
HR.
if they pass the test, they gotta hire them. But I'm just like, yeah, I just don't know if that was like the best fit for the role, because I remember, like, you know, real lifeguards like at public pools typically are in good shape. They like are like, you know, I don't know, like they can do lifeguard things.
Yeah, like what happened to like Wendy Pfeffercorn and like Phoebe Cates? Like those were lifeguards.
Baywatch.
Yeah, exactly. Like imagine if she
can you run along a beach?
Well, I mean, she can, like, you know, become beached.
Be beached. Yeah.
Oh my god, both Jack and Rose could have fit on her.
I'll never let go.
Okay. I'm sorry, it's too good. God, movies. I'm so glad you're in here. You make me laugh. Okay, so I have something funny to show getting us into this next topic. Which, by the way, before we get into this, while I was trying to find pictures of like what to put on the thumbnail, because you were saying being designated dad, and then you were saying it was like a brother hitting a girl. I don't know
the boxing kid,
dude. I'm on lists now trying to, like, after searching that, because I showed like brother and sister fighting. I typed in bad siblings. That you want the safe search for on, because there are too many websites with bad siblings. And then yeah, exactly, you know, Pornhub. And then I typed in black brother hitting sister.
Jesus Christ, man.
And then I typed it in and I was like, what am I doing? But then I found that picture that's on the thumbnail, so it's good. Wait.
Jesus Christ, man. The things we've gone through for like thumbnails now, like you are definitely on lists.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, whatever. The hiring scene has been tough, so maybe that's all they had to choose from. Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's another good point. You know, so Jen's coming hard today with the HR stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, it's another way of thinking, and you know, it helps us two dingleberries, you know, figure out real situations.
Yeah, because we're stupid.
I'm a dumbass. All right.
Yeah, we're pretty dumb.
Yeah, I am. Okay, so here we go. This is going to get us into our new topic, and I'm not going to announce it. I'm just going to let this video say what it is.
Can't hear it. Can't hear it. Can't hear it. Can't hear it.
Hey, I got it. God damn.
I just wanted to make sure we weren't watching too much, and I can't hear it. Can't hear it.
You're such an asshole. All right, hold on. Okay, let's See,
there's a problem with me. I can't blame the artist, because I read the tweet. This is supposed to honor Martin Luther King and Coretta Scott King, but my mind don't see that. And I don't even want to say what my mind sees, because I'm embarrassed that, knowing what I know, I see something else. From this angle, I don't see an embrace, but it's a different kind of embrace. It's an embrace I know well, I enjoy, but it ain't what I know. That's what not the sculptor said. I know the potter don't want that. The guy he put that up, he didn't see that. But this angle, I do, and I'm ashamed. And from this angle, I don't even know what that's supposed to be, because it looked like something else. Okay, so somebody hit me the game. They showed me the picture. I said, well, y'all got to put the picture next to it. Without the picture, it do look like what I thought. Y'all got to line it up and show the buttons, because otherwise, it's eating cookie. There's a problem.
So yeah. Oh man. So I have a video here. I'm going to start sharing my stuff here, and again, this is the actual unveiling of it.
Oh, good God.
Yeah, I know. So here we go.
That looked like a jacket.
Oh my.
I mean, yeah, that looks like someone eating some booty.
Here's the thing when it comes to this. You know, like the first time I saw this, I was like, what the hell is going on? Because that's not the angle that I saw the first time. The first time it was I have the other one here. I think it was this one. Yeah, sure this. Let's see if I can expand that. Whoop.
Yeah, it looks like a heart or arms or something. Fine.
But like, no, the thing is like, all right, even with this being like the initial image that I was seeing, it's like, okay, like why didn't you include their heads? Like,
or
you know, I think
shoulders, like, you know, it could be a bust, like from
like I get it, like artist interpretation, like these things can change, like, you know, you can have different visions for this or that or whatever, but like like I think
it's a Hunter Biden rendition of
is that you think it is? Not like, to me it's like, dude, like you couldn't just like put their heads on the thing so people knew who the fuck it was. Like let's just keep it as simple as possible without like making it as filthy as like what it actually looks like. Like, you know, just looking at it, it's like, why didn't you make the choice because like there's shoulders and it's just like this mass in between, which is like the artist's interpretation of what that is, and that's the thing that looks like a giant cock on the back of like the back shoulder. It's just being like held like a fucking giant burrito. It's like, oh yeah, look at that freaking thing.
Jen said something about like it's like an ode to eating out, like an ode to like take out food or something.
Oh god.
Wait, tax dollars at work, son.
Yep.
Apparently that dream MLK was talking about was eating out at the Y. I have a dream.
All the booties. You'll be able to eat all the booties.
Eating that booty like groceries.
But like, again, why not include like the heads, which I mean would be the most like iconic thing, because like when you think of like Martin Luther King, like you think of like his face typically. You know, like for me at least, I don't think about his arms. I don't think about his hands or his shoulders or elbows. It's like, it's his face. So like this is a completely like screwed up, like missed opportunity to like make like a monument, and like they're like, oh, but it's like the artist rendition. It's supposed to be artistic. Well, this is some like fucking pornographic shit that's like an artist rendition. Like this is stupid. This is dumb art.
You know,
this is Hunter
Biden
art. Like
everyone has their own interpretation of something and whatever, but this is just dumb.
Like, and you know what good art is? Like when you see it, right?
Yeah. It's not this.
It's not this. Though, like everyone's gone behind the fact like this is not good art. How much did the city of Boston spend on this shit?
Yeah, here's a couple different angles that I found when I was like looking stuff up. Like that's an okay. You see hands. You see, it's like the hands like coming up around the other arm, like the shoulder or whatever, like that a little bit different, you know, like that just looks like a dong.
Yeah, that's that big brown dong. Yeah,
that's a dong.
Oh my god,
that kind of looks like a heart.
Yeah, so that's lovely. Yeah, that's nice.
Oh, this is the picture that I told you that I found.
Kapow! Rock'em sock'em kids. So all right, let's talk numbers now. What number do you think they spent on this statue? I have it. I know
what it is. Like 10 million.
Did you look that up?
No, I'm just guessing because they throw away money, and it can't be like.
No, it was $10 million. You fucking ruined the game. No one's supposed to get it right on the money.
I'm sorry. Are you as mad as if like I would have touched the back of the dice rolling game?
Dude, if it was you, I would have kicked you in the fucking nuts.
Well,
you would have cost me all of those fucking tickets. I'm like, you owe me 760 fucking tickets, kid.
Well, you said it was 20, so it'd be 780.
Yeah, 780. Yeah, I was like, I was just throwing out fucking numbers at you. I'm glad you're paying attention, because I just go over there, I'd go all Tony Soprano on you and be like, all right, you owe me 780 tickets now, buddy.
I'm upset.
And we're gonna stay here all night till you get it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so yeah, that's ridiculous. $10 million for that.
Insane, dude.
Was that in Boston?
Yeah, this is Boston. It's in the Freedom Commons Boston Commons area. Yeah.
Was he like a big much ado in Boston? Like, I don't know. I mean, everyone do your thing, like whatever, but that just seemed silly.
Big old dong.
Dude, I'm sorry. Like,
it's uncircumcised too, which is just even weirder.
Or that's or it looks like a dookie. It looks like you like.
It could be. I mean, it's the same color.
It's like you. It's like you forgot your dog poop bag, and you're just like.
Thank you for
Damn
that.
it, I pulled out the headphones. I can't hear you.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh God.
Yeah. Yep.
Just scroll through the comments and just like, oh, look, guys, it's actually supposed to be this. Like, well, then why didn't they include their faces?
Yeah,
why aren't their faces part of this?
Bodies, like you know what I mean? Like
listen, if you did this, whoop, right here, this,
yes,
that would be like artistic, and you would know it's like, okay, yeah, it's Martin Luther King, and it was some Scott King. I forget what her name is now, but they said in the other video.
Unsatisfied women of Boston managed to raise $10 million just to send a hint to their husbands.
Oh, burn.
Girl, I have some questions about the MLK sketch.
Yeah. It's like, Jesus Christ, I'm hearing Boston Commons. Oh, so these are like underneath like images.
Oh, dude,
up close.
Oh, of course it's that crazy one.
Yeah, well, we're up close now.
Oh, no, I'm talking about the woman, the bald head.
It's like Peyronie's disease. Do you know what Peyronie's is?
No, that's just Jada.
Do you know what Peyronie's is?
I know what pierogies are.
No, Peyronie's.
No.
Peyronie's disease. Hey, what's up, MMA Nut? You're coming in at the best time. I'm about to describe to Ian what Peyronie's disease is. So Peyronie's is when you get like calcium buildup inside your dick, and you will get a curvature of the dick. It'll go and it's typically from fucking too much.
Oh, so that's what it is.
Yeah. It's and also you can get it from like a combination of different like substances as well, like, you know, like too much like Adderall and fucking and stuff like that, whatever. But like it will deteriorate and go away on its own, but you can also get meds for that as well. It's like he's got that.
Well, glad to know that. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
So here we have a big old Peroni. It's like, oh Jesus Christ!
It looks like a poop. It looked like you know,
like, yeah, but like, this is kind of cappish. This is like, I'm like, all right, sorry everybody. This is like our dirtiest freaking like podcast we've ever done.
Yeah, at least I don't have a risk of getting that one.
Oh yeah, good shit.
Yay,
literally
great. But yeah, so sorry to anyone. You know what? No, I'm not sorry.
That was educational. I feel like I taught him a little bit about sex ed right there, like, you know, the risks of fucking too much.
Yeah, and none of the people that are watching the stream are children, so we're in the clear.
Yeah, we should be fine.
All right,
and, you know, none of them are at risk of getting Peronis either. Hi-oh!
Hey-yo!
Yeah, got you all.
Wait. Butthole.
Hey.
Oh my god, dude! Like no one would like. Okay, so obviously, if you're making the art and you're making the sculpture, there's gonna be some sort of like, like on Zoolander, when like, what is this, a school for ants? And like they make like the little small version. It's like the model of what is going to be built, right? So when they made this, no one was like, did someone shit on the table? Like no one. You know what I mean? No one was like, what is this going to look like?
You know what we need to do? We need to look up who the artist is.
We need to see if there's corn in there somewhere.
Let's see. MLK Embrace artist.
What's your favorite position?
Hank Willis Thomas.
What's your favorite position? Send a pic of that statue.
Well, hold on one second.
I thought it was funny, Trevor. Shawn could count.
Hold on, I'm focused. I'm doing shit over here. I'm doing some research. Okay, all right, here. Okay, so it's Hank Willis Thomas. He is the artist that created this statue or monument, whatever you want to call it.
Pile of duty.
This is why nobody questioned it.
Well, yeah. I mean, he. Oh my god.
See here, mixed reviews of Hank Williams' new Boston Memorial honoring Martin Luther King. Hank Williams joins Pace Gallery as Monument MLK. Boston unveils Embrace. Boston, all right.
I mean, it's a type of embrace.
What is he famous for? Okay, conceptual artist working primarily with themes related to perspective, identity, and commodity media and popular culture. So he's made a career out of this. All right. Is he married? Is he married?
Rujiko?
Yeah. Was it? Yeah. It's like.
Assistant curator. Yeah, of course, because his art is such shit that the only way he could, get, featured is if he's,
dating a curator.
If he's doing one of these to the curator. A pile of dookie with doctorate and. So that's why the sculpture is called Hank's Crank.
So that tells you everything you need to know for that one. Like, that's just like, all right, got it. Like,
I got some.
This guy is not a good artist. He's just somebody that got picked out of a hat. Like, oh yeah, you fit the bill, and you can sculpt bronze.
No, he didn't get picked out of a hat. It's because he's married to the curator of like a museum. Did you see that? She was the curator.
Curator for a museum. Yeah, but I was just like, this is for the city. Well, I guess if the city's involved with the museum, then like, yeah, she probably knows people, to make all that happen. So yeah, it's very possible.
Okay, so are we doing funnies now?
Yeah, let's do some funnies because I have a bunch of random shit then too.
I got some funnies here.
All right, yeah, let's do some funny stuff. See, guys, we got all the hard shit out of the way. Now we just gonna have fun. This is the easy part of the show.
All right, so yeah, and this is about an hour. Right. So after this is the, when we would go over to Rumble and do the more raunchy things. Because that's what we do. Let's see.
Well, we would like to.
Yeah, exactly. So here we go. I think Afro Man is taking his song to heart a little much.
Whoa. Did he break a hip?
Dude, he cracked his head. Dude, did you see his head hit the bar?
No, I didn't see that.
Damn.
Oh, damn, he broke the bar. Oh my god. Like that's fucking intense. And the audience is probably, well, is he gonna get up and gonna finish it? Because I mean, like, I paid good money to be here. It's like, no, you just witnessed the death of Afro Man.
Oh, you know what the funniest part about that is? You know what song he was singing? Because I got high. I was gonna walk on the stage, but then I got
high. And then I slipped and I hit my head because I got high. And I broke the bar, but I don't know why. Why, man? Because I got high. Because I got high. Because I got high. Da, 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 da.
Okay. Let me see. I got another one.
Okay, though, right? Like,
what?
He's okay.
He was talking, so I mean, obviously,
Well, yeah, a lot of dumb people can talk that are like, brain dead on the inside. Is he okay?
I think so. I don't know. I just saw the video and laughed my ass.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
They should have paper towel and Jergens dispensers by that sculpture. Yeah, exactly. Or poop bags. Wait, Alpha Man is a POS. Remember when danced with a woman, then KOs her? I didn't see that. Might have to pull that up. I don't know if that's YouTube friendly though. All right, so
that could be for when we go to Rumble. So again, guys, we're talking about doing this thing, and I hope you are inclined to let us know if you're willing to do it. Where it's like, we want to again host on all the platforms like we currently are, but then we wanted to venture off of YouTube. So like do like the first hour on YouTube and then just branch off from there. So the whole show will be on Rumble. The whole show will be on Twitter. The first hour is going to be on YouTube, but then afterwards we were just going to be on the other platforms. Yeah. It's like more or less to help us like kind of like drive traffic to the other platforms that seem to like, be, more freedom of speech friendly and whatnot, exactly. Allow us to kind of like do what we want to do.
Yeah, so we'll be on Rumble and Twitter will be the what we're gonna live stream the full show for, and then YouTube will just be that first hour ish or what whatever. So his fro doubles as a helmet. He's fine.
Oh, okay. So he had cushioning. That sounds good.
Exactly. He just bounced. He was all.
Did you have another video or
yes, I did. Sorry,
okay.
We were still.
No, it's fine. Because I have more. I have stuff too. But like, yeah, like let's do yours first.
Let me see. We'll at least do this one, and then I'll pull up another one while you're getting yours. So.
No, I got mine set up here. Just gotta hit share then. Silent on purpose. Is it silent on purpose?
No, god damn it.
Dude, you got to share tab, not
hey, you know what? Don't
window. I'm just trying to help you because when you share a window, you can't share the audio. It's fine if you're just going to show images or whatever like that, but when you want audio, you got to share the tab.
You know what?
Sorry, I'm schooling you on StreamYard. Ew.
What?
It's got like dead legs. Or does it have like an extra leg? Is it like an extra leg or is it like dead legs?
That was a paraplegic cat.
Oh, okay. All right.
So just all.
What the fuck?
I guess we find different things funny. I don't know.
It's all right. Damn, have you seen like the Spooderman trailer? It's too funny.
What?
Spooderman?
I'll look at that while you show what you bring up what you're.
Sure. Let's see here.
You mean to say Spider-Man or do you mean to say Spooderman? Because I'm looking up Spooderman.
Look at Spooderman because I'd be more interested in seeing that. All right, hold on. I'm gonna pull this up. This one's like it's not a funny. I just thought that this was freaking crazy because people don't have the balls to do this stuff anymore. Like so Albuquerque Guitar Center does not mess around.
Dude, yes.
You saw this?
Yes.
You saw this video?
Yes, I did.
It's awesome.
So goddamn good. Yeah,
so like I don't know if for those of you who've never worked in a music shop, like I've worked in one, Ian's probably worked in one at some point. And it's like you get these guys who come in and play fucking Stairway on the goddamn electrics, or they'll play what's the Fleetwood Mac song on the acoustic that they always go to?
Oh, Rhiannon, or Landslide.
Landslide's a big one. They'll always go
on the water.
They'll start finger picking Landslide, and they think they're fucking like just amazing. Look, listen how great I am. This is what you want to do to those guys every freaking time they start. I told you, no freaking Stairway. Get the hell out of here!
Secure the guitar. Get the guitar away.
Well, that guitar is destroyed, so at this point, it doesn't fucking matter. Like, if he was trying to steal it.
He picked it up on his way out of the store. You notice that? Like he didn't have anything in his hand, and then he just grabs it on the way out. Like,
so that means it's a cheap ass fucking acoustic. So the store who gives a shit about that? Like, like, it's not in the acoustic room. Who matter? All
right, you're gonna leave right now. Do you understand me? Do you understand me? You are leaving this.
This guy has a blue belt in like jujitsu, and he's just like.
Dude, his face, he is like Amish Phil Anselmo.
I was gonna say he was like an ex-member of Slayer or some shit.
Yeah. Harry King's retarded brother.
It's like, I tried out for Pantera once, guys. I swear.
Best part of the video is coming up. This face is grand, grade A, amazing content. It gets better though.
Oh yeah, no, like, as you can tell, there's more time to this video.
Store right fucking now. Right? You're gonna gently let you up.
Tapping.
Yeah.
Get up.
And he let him go.
Pause
So
it.
again, he
Okay,
recognized like, hey, I'm tapping. Like, okay, so then he knew to get up and like now throw his fucking ass out.
Okay, pause it. Okay, so when I saw this, it was on Facebook, and one of my Facebook friends went in the comment section and said, what this guy knows, like a lot of door guys know, is that just because someone taps doesn't mean they're done.
Right.
Sometimes, yes. Sometimes people will tap. Yes, let them go, whatever. But sometimes people will just, I know if I tap, then they'll let me go, and then I can try and be a fucking twat waffle again. No.
Right.
So that's why he would like stay. He held on to him for another like 2 or 3 seconds. Like, are you sure, motherfucker? Like,
yeah. And then not only that, he's still in control of the situation. Like
Exactly.
he's staying on top of the guy. He just let go of the headlock.
Yeah, you let go of the headlock, but you just push the head towards the floor as you're getting up. Like it's like okay, you're not in a headlock, you tapped, but here your face is still pushed into the carpet as I'm getting up,
as it rightfully should.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't even know what exactly was going on, but he was probably trying to steal something, or he was doing something annoying like playing Stairway.
Yeah.
And just
you know what, playing Stairway, it doesn't deserve all this. Should it? Yes, but it doesn't. He was probably like fucking with one of the salespeople
or girl or something, like just
True.
like it could have been any kind of situation that warrants get the fuck out.
He probably could have been going after G-strings too much. Hey,
snapping G-strings left and right.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
And then snapping bras.
Please play me out of this bad joke. Please just play me out.
Hi-yo, G-strings.
There you go. Right by the belt. Fuck that guy.
Dude, this.
Good job, dude.
Wait, but now like we'll finish this. Like the video that the GIF or whatever that I shared when I commented on this video is when that happened right there. It's DJ Jazzy Jeff getting tossed out. Like that's how you fucking toss it.
Yep, by the back of the collar and the belt, and he threw him into the sign. Genius.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh man, knocked him the
Dude,
fuck
I'm
out.
surprised he didn't open the door with his forehead. Which has happened while working as a security guard in a bar before. I've not that I've done it, but I've seen it, and it is amazing.
Well, he probably just cleaned the windows, so he didn't want to get the greasy smear on there. So
no, we threw a guy out, a super drunk like dude who was pissing in the back stairwell. I don't know how he even got back there, but of course it was my last night that I was working at this bar before I moved out of Austin, moved back to California, and so they let me. They're like, "Oh yeah, it's your last night. You can run security." I'm like, "Woohoo!" And then for some reason, that was the night that this dude decided to be a twat. I was about to say the "see you next Tuesday" word, but yeah, and so. He's pissing in the back stairwell, and I'm like, what are you doing? And I'm smart enough to know that I'm the smallest guy on door staff, and I know that I'm not going to be able to handle him myself, right? So I radio this dude who was like a Marine or used to an ex-Marine, like he was just huge, and I was like, hey dude, can you come help me with this? Dude looks like he's gonna be a problem. So he comes and gets him, and like they like wrestle all like down the because he was like halfway down the stairs. They like wrestle down the end of the stairs, and then they get him up, and he was like trying to like pull the door handle off or whatever, and so the dude just like takes it, picks it up, and goes bam and open. It was one of those push open like latches, and he just opened the door with his head.
Oh, shit.
Okay, before we get into that, that reminds me of another story. This same dude, I think it's Chris, something like that. Oh, so there was another situation where this dude, it was like a double story bar, right? And like in the middle of the bar was like the kind of atrium, and that's where the like one of the stairwells was. And so we're all upstairs, and it was like, it was after 2 a.m. So everyone's, like 2:05, 2:10 is when the music usually stops, and they let everyone kind of out. And so this dude was messing with every MMA nut. Yes, I have the Spooderman trailer queued up, so we'll get to that in just a second. But and he was saying Spooderman, by the way. So anyways, I saw like the preview of it, and it's amazing already. So But yeah, so this guy was drunk. He was messing with all, like, we were telling everyone you got to go down. And he's like, hey, you know, doing one of those. And I'm like, dude,
okay.
You're not the only one. We're telling everyone, like, stop being a turd. And so, and he's like stepping up to like the other bouncers. And I was usually the dude who would like kind of stand in the back and kind of like eye everything around. And if I needed to, I would run in and kind of like, you know, bite ankles or, you know, whatever. And so like he's trying to mess with every single person on the way down. And this dude, Chris, was not having it. He was waiting for him at the stairs because the dude was like trying to punch the other door guys, mess with other people. So he just swept the leg at the top of the stairs and dragged him by his legs down. It was so amazing because this, like, all you heard was the back of his head hitting every step, just. And I'm standing there onto the stairs. I could feel his cranium hit the stairs through my feet, dude.
God.
And then again, just whoop by the belt out the front door. Fuck you. Have a nice day. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead. Go back to the video.
Okay. Let's see here. And that's how you bounce somebody out of your store.
He's not fucking welcome.
Just sunbathing now. I'm meant to lay here. This is great.
So I think I just pooped.
Forgot something, buddy.
Take your shoe. So good. So good. Okay, you ready for Spooder Man?
Yeah, I am.
I really hope that there's not like music that we can't play in here, but here we go.
I'm not the hero the world wants, and I'm not the hero the world needs, but I am the hero that the world gets.
Oh my.
Before my uncle died, he told me I was special, and I'm gonna prove.
Did he just push Uncle Ben in front of a car?
Yeah, I think he just did. I'm more interested in what the hell is going on under that suit. What the fuck is that?
Like, he told me I was special, and I'm gonna prove he was right. I'm gonna fight all the bad guys and be a hero.
Masked criminal Spooderman strikes again.
Whoa, they're posting pictures of me. Hey, I'm here to save the day.
Oh God, Spooderman, please don't. It's in my mouth.
Back it up.
Oh my God.
Back it up on the
Oh God, Spooderman, please don't. It's in my mouth.
Spooderman, help me!
Mary Jane! Not again. Maybe I'm not cut out for this.
Spooderman.
Who are you?
I'm Venom.
That's amazing. That's amazing that somebody took the time to like make that. It's like,
well, hey, you know, when I'm not
kids rendition,
when I'm not doing stuff in the background for the network, this is what we're gonna end up doing. Okay,
I
guys.
love that.
But I do have to say, something for MMA Nut. Thank you so much for bringing that. That was amazing. That was great. That was so great. Okay,
quality contribution to the show there, MMA
yes,
Nut.
exactly. See, this is I told you. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't trust a lot of your opinions.
I do. Because me and him tend to think alike.
yeah. Ganging up on me.
Yeah, I understand. All right, well, here, you want to do some more stuff?
Yes.
Why does this one keep on? That one's like the noisiest freaking one ever.
Oh, Jesus.
Why do I have a loop? We good?
Yeah, no, that popped in my ear hole.
Ew, that was weird. That was weird. I didn't like it.
Ooh, sorry, go ahead.
How about some Alex Stein?
Oh, yes.
Do you know about his latest video?
I might have seen it, but I don't know.
It was like from just last week where he was down in DC.
No, play it. I'm good.
Oh, okay. All right, fine. I was gonna play it anyway. Do you see this one?
Oh yeah. So good. Look at that.
And again, I know. Dontarius, man, you're killing it.
Oh
Wife's
yeah,
boyfriend.
Thank you for your contributions as well. I don't mean to. Everyone's contributions are amazing.
Yes, it was just like in the moment he said, "Hey, check out Spooderman," and we were like, "All right, let's just do that real quick." So hey,
look,
sorry,
it's Trevor. Love you, Trevor.
Jeez. Either way, Dontarius, Alex Stein's wife's boyfriend, he needs money, and these people that are fighting to get Ukraine funding aren't willing to give him any change.
You don't want to give him any money? Give me some of that Ukraine money.
So you want America to send more money to Ukraine? What about this homeless man? My wife's boyfriend.
I need help.
Don't you think he needs help?
I need help.
And crickets.
Now, do you think Alex is dressing him up a little bit?
You mean by not dressing him?
Well, that's what I mean. I'm saying, like, do you think like this is kind of like, his goal to kind of like make it as awkward and as weird as possible for like these people? Because like I have no doubt that like Dontarius very well could be a real homeless person, but I'm thinking that Alex is dressing him up a little bit, and I think he's also paying him to be like doing these things as well, obviously.
Okay, well, multiple levels of response for that. For one, he could be. For two, he was in New York at Barstool and now he's in DC. So obviously, if he is homeless, he's getting paid to go both places. Or if he's not homeless, he plays one amazingly. And for three, at least Alex Stein's doing something for the homeless.
It's very true. So like if he is legitimately homeless, he's employed a homeless.
And if all of those are false and he's paying him to do this and it's just for a troll,
it's an actor.
God tier trolling.
Yeah, like so like if it's an actor and he's like trolling just to get like homeless people, like, I'm sure whatever money he would have collected, he would have donated, just because like we're not here to collect pennies.
If he is if he is an actor and doing this, Denzel, get the hell out the way. Dontarius is new. Dontarius Washington.
The rally in support of Ukraine.
Yeah, but what about the homeless people right here in America? You don't think $100 billion to Ukraine is a lot?
In this case, I'm simply asking this of Congress. Are you asking Congress for this?
Yeah, I think they should help the homeless instead of giving hundreds of billions of dollars to Ukraine.
Okay, pause.
Putin has been threatening to attack other countries, including the United States.
You haven't.
I'll back this up a little bit. Go ahead.
Pause. So for one thing, it's absolutely hilarious how Alex Stein doesn't look at the person and looks at the camera. It makes me laugh because it's so disingenuous to the person that he's trolling. So it makes the troll better. And just in the background, gold. Again, Denzel move.
It's absolutely to trigger. Like it's like, hey, you have to do this. Cause like now, like this guy in the glasses, he has no idea whether or not Dontarius is a real homeless or not. But
okay. Dontarius' face right now is saying, I saw you staring at my titties.
Yeah, I see you staring at my titties down here. Oh my goodness. But like this guy, like he's like, well, I'm asking Congress for this. And it's like,
you mean us?
Yeah, like you realize that Congress is just reallocating taxpayer money like to go to Ukraine. So, instead of taking care of like people that live in the US that could be actual US citizens, maybe even like people who've served in the military who are now homeless due to like whatever like issues they might have, like whether mental or physical, like there's lots of chances that like, the Congress could do something good with that kind of money. Yep. But like this guy thinks that like, well, we're sending it over to Ukraine to try and help with that war. Well, I think you kind of missed the point, especially when it's like that money could be going to something really good. the people of the U.S.
Putin has been threatening to attack other countries, including the United States.
Do you have any money? Do you want to give him any money?
He'll stop if you give him some change.
Just love it in his face, like, hey.
And look at the cold fucking stare. Like,
yeah, exactly. That's what his face when shaking the cup is great. It's so good. It's like, okay, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of that video when the TSA agent, the black dude, opens up the thing and he finds all those dildos in that thing, and it was like a prank on the friend, and he goes,
yeah,
it's exactly what it is.
You don't want to give him any money?
Give me some of that Ukraine money.
Give me some of that Ukraine money.
Dude, and again, if he is an actor, he is a method actor, dude. He is the homeless man. Like again, working in downtown areas, working at bars, dealing with a lot of homeless people. He's nailing it, dude.
I really hope that Don Terrace isn't actual homeless, and like, you know, like here we have Alex Stein, who's employed a homeless to go around with him. Like, you're gonna come with me to all these things, and we're gonna.
I mean, he's not only employing the homeless, it's a diversity high. Like, he is a black homeless man, and even if it is just for the trolling level, he's employing a black man. Like, that is isn't that good? Well, shouldn't the liberals, like, you know, champion that?
Well, he's doing something that they're not concerned with right now. Right now, it's all
they didn't hire him.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't have, because just look at him. Oh my god,
that Bill Gates looking like fails to realize how many Ukrainian children can suckle at Don Terrace's filthy moves.
I'm someone who attends these rallies every day,
but he's struggling. He's struggling right now. He's actually struggling.
Right.
He's probably doing the homeless problem is worse here in America than it is in Ukraine.
That's because the Ukraine's being actively bombarded by Russia, which means that in many cases, if people lose their house, it is because the Russians blew up there.
Yeah, but he doesn't have a house. What about the people here in America? They don't have a house.
Owned.
That's his response. And crickets.
Well, people in Ukraine are homeless too, and it's all because, you know, Russians are blowing up their homes. Don Terrace doesn't even own a home for the Russians to blow up.
Why don't you give up some of your soy that you obviously have ingested like tons of?
All right, now I'll give this guy a little bit of credit for actually trying to have a conversation, even though like he's like it's a terrible argument. He's got no argument here, and like he's trying his best to try and like, you know, like push back on for pro Ukraine, but it's failing. But at least like he like didn't just like shut up and hold the flag like I'm not going to acknowledge you. I'm not gonna like do anything. He like, you know, I don't know if you want to consider he fed into the troll or whatever it is you want to consider it, but like at least he like did. There was a reaction. There was a reaction that we could go off of.
Wait.
Oh, what did he just say?
What was that? I think you might be a little bit late.
Oh, was I a little bit late?
No, I think MMA Nut might be a little bit behind.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay.
But yeah,
we don't want. That's what I'm saying. We don't want to give it all to the Ukraine. We have homeless people here, right here, Don Terrace. Citizen, he's struggling. This is my wife's boyfriend, Don Terrace.
I don't want down the block.
You don't think it's important that we help him?
Piss on the White House?
Help home.
This right back here. This guy.
There's like piss mist.
Piss mist. Let's back it up. Look for the piss mist against the White House.
The White House getting a golden shower?
Oh, back here, you can just like this, the lighting and whatnot. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's poor. Poor choices because you got the fountain right here, and you got the yellow light up front.
White House is getting a golden shower. I mean, it's better than, you know, the Nazi background that, you know, that Biden had.
Yeah, that was not a good look. Not a good look at all. The black and the red and the smashing on like the pedestal there, like, yeah, not a good look.
Yeah, okay. Yes, okay. Now I know when you said the Ukrainians might lose their house in front of a homeless man. But I will say when there is a homeless man that is giving you a bunch of crap and being not a nice homeless man, it is fun to mess with them. And my first thing that I used to say when there was a crazy homeless guy was, go home.
Bum, bum, ba-dum.
And then it was also great when they'd be like, hey, do you got an extra cigarette? I'd be like, nah, man, sorry, I only got 20 in a pack. And then they'd keep walking, and you could see him halfway down the block go, oh man, what? That's not right. Like, they only get 20. God damn it. That was pretty good. But yeah, okay. Is there more?
Yeah, there's a little bit, not much.
Okay.
Help home first, USA.
Mommy, don't you guys think we should help Americans?
So this one right here got a little bit of balls right there. She's like, oh yeah, just keep on talking. Like she pushed back on him a little bit on Dontarius.
Mommy, don't you guys think we should help American citizens? Dontarius, they don't want to help you. They don't
help America first.
Okay, Dontarius.
Hands off.
Do you have any money for him? Guys, they want to give more money to the Ukraine than America.
Okay, I'm sorry, but that flag, I would have burnt that.
Well, it is pretty freaking disrespectful, like having something like this, and like the fact is, like you've fallen for the propaganda at this point. Like when it comes down to this, like okay, yeah, he's trying to say he's patriotic, but he's pro-Ukraine. Like, do you realize that? Like, do you not pay attention to the news? I feel like this guy would be like a big like Twitter, where is he? Right, a big Twitter advocate, where like he should have been following the whole FTX thing. Like, and FTX would have shown you, like, oh my god. Our government, the Ukraine government, are fucking corrupt when it comes to embezzling or laundering money.
And also it, like, you know, there's plenty of evidence to show that there are some bad guys from WW2 type of thinking among some of the battalions in the Ukraine. So basically, you are carrying a bad guy from WW2 flag. If you do,
well, like that's an associative like analogy where you're trying to say like, okay, so like you're saying like all cats breed there, all dogs breed there, all cats are dogs. Like you can't make that you can't do that with like just the Ukrainians and then like the Nazi pockets that are there are pockets of Nazis in Ukraine that are even like embedded into the militias. So yes, that is true. Does it represent all? Like it's the but all rule, like the rule, but not all, So. So that's kind of, I'm like, yeah, I know what you're saying. I would look at that flag and be like, you fell for all of this, like hook, line, and sinker. You are like the perfect American when it comes down to like what they want. They want you to be like, oh, this is what I was told to believe. I'm going to believe it. I'm going to send them money. So how much did that flag cost? Probably more than donated.
I mean, he could have just given, you know, Dontarius the flag.
To cover up his man boobs.
Hey, you know what? You got to tie them up in some way.
Make a little brassiere out of it. That'd be something.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, that guy will be at the next BLM rally like a tool.
Oh well, like should we even like bring up the like fact that maybe we talk about the whole like was it the Keenan guy?
Yeah, I saw that.
Do we want to touch on that at all or not tonight? Maybe say that for Wednesday.
Yeah, that might be a better one for Wednesday to like put on the thumb, you know, have it be a bigger topic.
Whatever. All right, then we're gonna save that one for Wednesday, guys. Make sure you tune in. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Okay, so let's see. There's this one that I thought was really funny, and my wife didn't find it so funny.
What am I doing here?
Wow, that's a low price.
The reaction my wife expects after she told me how much she spent on something she didn't need, but it was on sale.
Wow, that's a low price. Wow. That's a low price. Wow, that's a low price.
That's great. Sometimes I just don't know what they really expect when it comes down to like some of their stories, like for like wives, and like when it comes to like their shopping stories or just like some, I don't know. I'm sorry, but some of the work stories are just not that interesting, because it's like typically like not that entertaining, or it's like, or if it's like a shopping story, something along those lines. Oh, I had a great deal like on this, or I found this dress was for sale, but it's normally this price, but I found it was on the 40% off rack. I'm like, that's great. I buy like 6 packs of t-shirts of like Hanes t-shirts from like Target for like, I don't know, $20. Like,
I mean, I get it. I know that is very, very cool, but at the same time, it's like,
I don't care.
I got another one real quick for you.
This is one for the books. The kids are gonna love this. Go. Go. Go.
Oh no.
Go in the snow.
Unbelievable.
What did you do?
That's why all the dinosaurs are extinct.
I can't get it out of help! Help! What did you do?
I love how she starts choking a little bit because it all comes out in the
Oh God.
so that's how dinosaurs got extinct.
Way to steal my joke.
I pack a Casaurus.
I pack a Saurus.
Ipecacosaurus. There we go. Ipecac.
Okay.
Because you puke. No, you know about Ipecac?
No, I don't know about Ipecac.
It's almost as good as a couple little like eye drops. We totally never did that while working at a bar to people that were assholes to the bartenders. Never.
I swear I got roofied from a bartender before, but like it was a dude bartender who poured shit for a bunch of girls, and then the girls didn't want it, and they gave it to me and a buddy, and we're like, sure. And like, it was a bunch of Irish car bombs, and so I was like, okay. And so and this is like, I was like, I don't know, drinking a lot at this point. It was like my early 20s, and I remember I went to the bar, I had a beer, and then I had an Irish car bomb. Don't remember a single thing that happened after that, but apparently I was grabbing asses and I was going around, and I was like, I was at a diner. I was at like 3 different bars. I was at a house party afterwards. And then I woke up at my buddy's house, and I was like, I don't know where my glasses are. I don't know where my wallet is. And I had messages like, I have your glasses. I have your wallet. Like, I have this. Like, people had all my stuff. I'm like, well, where was I? What happened? I literally time traveled, and I'm like, well, wait, what did I have last night? And I was thinking back, like, wait, I didn't have anything that I can up until like, what I don't remember. I swear that like, and that shit came from the girls. Like, so I'm thinking that like somebody drugged those drinks and I drank it.
Yeah, they probably saw it get drugged. Like, nah, just give it to Shawn.
Thanks for that.
Hey, you know, one of my nicknames used to be Blackout Party Ian, so I understand. I mean, I don't remember that, but I understand about it.
It's like, did you ever have like a weird flashback, like when you would like pick up something or like hold something or go somewhere, like, oh wait, I was here before, like just something like kind of like triggered from like a blackout.
This is oddly familiar. I don't remember why, but I remember exactly why.
I think I was here before and I was wasted.
Yeah, there's way too many stories of that. You know what? At some point, we should try and once we have a lot of people in here watching and all that, we should do funny drunk stories, like one a week from each of us.
Sure,
that'd be hilarious because I'm sure both of us probably have plenty.
Yeah, there's been lots of those moments.
Thank you for the Dan jokes, not dad jokes, Dan jokes. Extinct.
Pretty good.
That's good. Do you have any more? Because I have a couple more.
Let's see here. For funnies, let's see here. I got like some interesting ones. I got some other oddball things.
I got a funny right now while you're looking.
I got a funny, but like here, let me just do that. It's a short one. It's only like 6 seconds long.
Yeah.
And okay, and hit the fire.
Oh, hey, a butt cheeks. We can't. Okay, all right. That's fine.
It was super fast.
Good God.
Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta pause that real quick. So it was like that split second. The split second of a butt cheek, that ass was on fire.
Okay.
Literally on fire.
God damn it. I swear you do that on purpose. Okay.
You'll be okay, Ian. I promise.
I know it's not about me. It's about our channel.
The channel will be all right. I thought there was underwear on before and because it was dark.
Jesus, you thought I said some, swimming
I
comments.
didn't realize it was just butt cheeks.
Mind eraser. You should do mind erasers, then finish the show. See how it goes. Okay. You know what an adios motherfucker is?
Is it like everything from like the well that just like dumped into like the drink? Like
an adios motherfucker is a mind eraser with blue carousel. So like with more alcohol. So it just makes it like different colors.
Oh, okay.
That was the model for the Boston statue. Getting primed.
Yeah, getting primed.
Getting hot
it was this like ahead of time.
Dude, movies. How are you that quick with it? Like I was trying to think of something good and you just God damn.
Yeah, and I had already saved like the one I was gonna use. Like this girl is
I saw that. Damn, she hot. Okay. All right. So I think I've talked to you about this before, but these like there's like a bunch of creators that like have like that same type of that same type of content. They just come up with new ones and new ones and new ones. It's like this, you know what I mean? Like
sure, yeah.
Like the guy who does like who's like a hip hop producer, and he says when people come in with questionable bars, and it's like they like remix the same music, but it's like obviously someone talking about some ridiculousness, and he's just like, what are you talking about? Or the guy who says what turning on TV, and it's just the Mexican guy like like making faces or whatever.
Yeah.
Same type of stuff. But this right here, let's see.
I heard you looking for that percolator.
Bitch, I ain't.
They say you always eat, and I guess I'm a pussy. Like pop up like an old VCR.
Was cheap, but it was a nice ambience.
I don't like to jump between my hoes. I like the hopscotch, double dutch, trampoline, baby.
I got that Bieber fever. Please believe him.
Oh. I heard you looking for that percolator.
Bitch, I ain't.
They say you all.
Dude, I'm sorry. Those get me every time. Because that is Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah. Did you see any of the videos that I was sharing before on Facebook?
Maybe.
Hold on a second. Let me see if I can like go to this actual video here. It's gonna be annoying and like. Give me 1 second. I'll find it real fast.
One.
No, well, you know what I mean. Come on, man. Don't be like that.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Oh, good God.
Oh, God. I'm gonna make you do something awkward and talk for a second.
Okay. No. While you're looking for that, I'm going to play this.
All right. So I got this.
Okay. Wait for it. Here you go.
All
right.
Shit. It's too big.
I had no clue.
That's what she said.
I got here. I got to America and I met some people and I'm like,
He said, "You black?" I said, "Of course we are black." He said, "No, you black as shit." I said, "What the fuck you mean?" One guy told me I look like under the bed.
Oh no.
Yo, have you looked under the bed? It's dark as fuck under the bed. I have no bright ideas. This said the difference between me and midnight is 11:59.
Shut up, man.
This said when God said, "Let there be light," I was out of town. He told me I have to wear white gloves before I eat chocolate, so I don't bite my fucking fingers. They told me every time I take a shit, I think my dick fell off.
God.
Somebody told me Stevie Wonder. They told me Stevie Wonder sees me every day. That's dark as fuck. That motherfucker don't see shit.
That's pretty dark, man.
It's dark. I had no clue I was dark.
Here.
Oh my god.
Share this thing.
You are under the bed.
You are under the bed. Did you see this one yet?
I don't know.
Oh, this one's great, dude. I was dying laughing. I had to share it.
Hey, Chad, what? Chad, what are you doing, man? All right, sue me. I was smoking pot. Chad, could you? Look, Bradford, it's not that big of a deal. Oh, so throwing your life away isn't that big of a deal? Look in the mirror, man. You're a deadbeat criminal now. Come on, man. I'm still your friend. I used to think so, but now all that's left, it's just a pot-smoking monster. Bradford!
Jesus!
Look, it's movies.
Oh my god.
Another pot-smoking criminal off the streets.
Okay, movies. I just looked at what you texted, and that is not something that I think that we can
I haven't
put.
even seen it yet. Hold on. Let me get my phone out. Because I'm
Just
curious.
texted you guys in your face pic to maybe.
Oh yeah, no, I've seen that image and like, yeah, I don't think we can technically show that, even though it's not any of the two things that we think it is. It's not it. No, so maybe maybe that gets shared. Maybe that gets shared on social media instead.
It's that's that black guy meme. That's that. If you know what that is, then you know what we just got sent. And I don't think that YouTube would be okay.
And it had to do with something that we were talking about earlier tonight.
Yeah, you know, the statue of the dong.
That thing.
Yeah, dude, I can't. Oh, that one guy talking about how dark he was. Oh, good God.
That was funny.
Could not.
That was good.
But yeah.
Are we good?
I think we're good. You good?
I feel good.
You feel good?
I feel good, and I think the show was good. I think we had a good stream tonight.
Yeah, I would have to say.
I got news for you. That means you're gay.
Do that.
In your face like a Boston statue. Yeah, pretty much.
That's to be the line. I think that's the new line, dude. We just lost Ian. He completely crashed and he fell off the face of the earth. So it's just I was like, all right, we just lost Ian. He fell off the face of the earth just now.
You have chosen wisely. Yes. Oh, have you talked about the female cop that got? Oh my God, dude. Oh my God, dude.
You know what? I didn't understand what people were talking about until like today. I finally like found out all of that shit where it's like, basically she fucked like half the squad.
Okay, then you know what? Wednesday is going to be a law enforcement day. We're going to talk about the BLM guy, and then we're going to talk about the train.
Yeah, the tribute to the thin blue line, and just show like the pregnancy test.
We're going to talk about the train
pregnancy test with the thin blue line on it.
Oh, good God. Yeah. Okay. So hold on. I think I saved it, and I really hope oh yeah. Okay. Hold on. I'm sending it to myself so I can bring it up here on the stream. So if you guys don't know what we're talking about, you will soon. Let me see.
Is it the one that shows the whole squad with the 2 dogs?
No.
Make your guesses. Which ones did she sleep with?
Hold on. Yeah, exactly.
This is half the squad. Oh God. I could take the whole squad starter pack.
That's so good. All right.
And like she's married too. Like
yeah.
And like, you know, that dude's got like I couldn't imagine the amount of flack that dude's getting online right now.
Well, I mean, she said that like he was okay with it. I'm like, how can you be
He was okay. Oh my God. So yeah, we definitely need to spend a lot of time on this because like I gotta look more into this for sure. Because like I didn't realize he was okay with any of this shit.
Well, I think it was like he was okay with it, but I don't think it was, you know what I mean? Like
saying that he's okay with it now just so he doesn't lose face.
Yeah, exactly. Or yeah, that was ridiculous.
So make sure everybody tunes in Wednesday for our Thin Blue Line pregnancy test episode where we talk about police and we talk about gangbangs. Hey.
Oh, God. Well, I don't know if there were any
not gangbangs.
No, but
it was law enforcement bangs.
I'm saying that I used to call for backup a lot.
Back it up.
The reason why I have that reaction is because this story is crazy and it totally could have that involved in it.
Well, it was law enforcement bangs, not gang bangs.
Yeah. Okay.
They obeyed the law when they did it.
Yeah. So I think I already have an article on my Chrome about it. Yep. So I already have the article ready to go. So there we go.
We're all set for Wednesday.
I am 2 days ahead. I'm prepared.
Nice. So we already know where our thumbnails are and everything. Ian, this is great. Good news. We're ahead of schedule for once.
Dude,
once we're ahead of schedule.
Thank you so much.
It was a pig roast, right?
It was a spit roast.
Spit roast.
Yeah, we're all lubed up and ready to go for Wednesday. Anyways, guys, so
she's so eager to take on the whole team.
She's a team player.
How can I be of more service?
Oh, good God. I mean, protect and serve. I mean,
yeah. And to serve, and to serve, and to serve.
Littering hand. Smoke in the meat.
Sucking in.
All right, guys. So that's gonna be it for us. Thank you for tuning into the Whiskey Capitalist podcast. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, follow, and comment down below to help out.
Or else.
Yeah, exactly. Or else we'll
scold you in the pool.
Yeah, we'll sick Ontarius on you. Make sure you help out with that algorithm and and tune in on Wednesday because it should be grand. That's right up our alley, that's great. Also make sure to go to we have a couple of extra comments. Good night, America. She's swallowed more nightsticks than I thinking. Jesus. God, I love you movies. You're hilarious. Okay, so make sure you go to solo.to/thewhiskeycapitalist for all of our links and how to stay up to date with us. Go to bit.ly/the Whiskey Capitalist merch for all of our fully stacked merch store. Go to solo.to. I mean, the bit.ly for the stack. I can join those too much. Go to solo.to/tildeathstudios for any digital design work, and I'll get that done for you. Solo.to/Til Death Podcast for the podcast with me and my wife. We won't be talking about communication on this episode, so you probably tune in. I know the last one was, no one likes to talk about communication. It's not a fun.
I thought it was one of your better conversations. I thought it was good.
I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm just saying it's not something that everyone likes to talk about, communicating about communicating, and let me see real quick. What do we got? Peace out. She was trying to despunk.
Peace out. And...
I'm sorry, I'm on giggles today. All right, Shawn, let them know.
Solo.to/I'm Shawn Cav for all my socials and links. It's a Getter, Telegrams, Twitter, links for being able to sponsor the podcast shows and whatnot. Like all that's available there. And and any info that comes up for Sipping with Shawn is going to get posted on any of my socials like that. So make sure you're following, because that's going to be every Friday at 5:30 p.m. unless stated otherwise.
Yep. And go check out @MoviesAmerica on Twitter and Instagram, www.moviesamerica.com for all of the links that he's got going on over there. We also have new Movies America content coming out tomorrow, and we should be able to finish up all of the backdated audio episodes that we're putting to video. Should be up here soon. I'm trying to pump those out. Last week was a little crazy. We've been, making sure some, back of house stuff was taken care of. And now we're all good. And I just put up new headers on our social medias, and it tells you our streaming schedules and when everything's coming out. And what is really cool that I am stoked to be able to announce is that we are going to, we're going to be able to have Movies America doing live streams, which is really cool. So once we get all this backdated content out and we get that going on. So Thursdays for now is when his new episodes are going to be coming out, once the backdated stuff is. And then I'm going to get all the StreamYard, the assets like the background and the layers and, all the overlays and everything like that. I'm going to get that all ready to go. And once that's ready to go, what we're going to be doing is on Sundays is when his spoiler-free review is going to come out. So the Sunday the movies usually come out Thursday night or, Friday during the day. And then he's going to go watch the movie and then do his review, get it recorded on video and everything, and get it over to me. We're going to put it out on a Sunday. So Sundays is going to be the spoiler-free review. And then that Thursday is going to be the spoiler discussion of that movie on a live stream. So we're going to have Movies America doing live streams, which is amazing. So that means that Tuesday is the only day that we will not have content for you guys. Which is pretty dang crazy.
Tuesday, you can fuck off.
Yeah, exactly. And every other Saturday, you can fuck off as well. No, we're just kidding. We love you guys. But for that information and for that banner and and everything, I'm going to be redoing the Movies America banner and the schedule and everything. But for right now, if you go to Til Death Network on Twitter, follow, share, do all that stuff, you can see the header on there with the schedule. So I think that is awesome. I'm glad to have all that stuff out and going. Let me see what is this? I think I know what her favorite
NWA song is.
Yes, exactly. Okay. So is there anything else that you had, sir?
Nope.
Good to go. Awesome. Well, thank you guys very much for sticking around, and make sure to
fuck off Tuesdays.
Yeah. Oh wait, did you pull it up too?
Yeah.
Tuesdays. That's good. All right. Well, make sure you guys take care and come back around on Wednesday, and we'll have an action-packed and it'll be good. A lot of bacon. All right. Take care, guys. See you later.
Bye.